Hello and welcome to SiteBento. In this tutorial we're going to cover the Phoca download extension. This extension consists of actually several components as well as plugins and modules that work together to allow your users to download files from your website. Those files may include article publications, forms, and whatnot that you want to be able to easily upload and share. We're going to dive into the backend in just a second, but first let's go look at the front end and see what it does. For example, in this website we're using it to distribute both practice information for this particular customer and publications that highlight his work. The Forms menu in this case brings up the component and shows the section and two available categories. Out of that, if we click on one of the categories, for example publications, we're going to see three available downloads. Users can go in and access these files directly right from the library. In addition to the menu option, we include a plugin that enables you to insert any of these existing publications directly into an article. For example, in this case, the Business Training Consultation Services article has a download to the brochure. The download appears as a square box. Users can click on it and acquire the file. To get to this stage, there's a lot that has to be done on the back end for the component to work well. We've already taken care of most of it for you, but we'll highlight some of those features in just a second. First, let's show you how to easily upload a file directly from the front end. Our SiteBento solution usually includes a menu link for you to use the Phoca upload file option. Couple important things. First, you want to change your section and category to the one you will be uploading the documents to. If you don't see anything available in these dropdowns, it means we haven't specified security on the back end that enables those particular sections and categories to accept downloads. We try to take care of that for you, but keep that in mind in case you add your own categories at a later date. To upload a file, it should be pretty self-explanatory. Hit Browse, pick the file you want to upload, give it a title, give it a description, fill out any other relevant information, and hit Start Upload. Once the upload completes, you will see your file directly on the grid. You may have noticed that there's other files that have already been uploaded that are not visible here. This is because all Phoca components follow the logic that if you're a particular user, the only uploads and downloads you have explicit authority to manage are the ones you've done yourself. We're currently logged in as a test user, and a lot of the other downloads were completed by the administrator, so they're not available here, yet they do exist. We can review them in the back end in just a second. That's all that's involved in actually getting a file to the system using a simple method. Let's go in and look at the back end. The backend component actually has a lot of different options, starting with parameters. Parameters is a button that allows us to control the behavior of Phoca, and we've already adjusted things for you that make it optimal. You're likely to review these to see if there's anything interesting, but please don't change anything without consulting us. We're going to work our way backwards here for a second. Among things, Phoca enables you to look at statistics and see what's popular, how many downloads there have been, and how it relates to all the other downloads. It has some additional settings that we recommend you never look at. Sections and categories are the same as they are with other articles. We generally create one section and then multiple categories. I was referring to a security setting earlier. It's called upload rights and it's visible here. This is something you should only keep in mind if you're going to add your own categories. Again, you're more than likely going to contact us and have us help you set up the appropriate structure. Then it comes down to the files. You see that we have all of our uploads that we've done earlier, as well as the test upload that we've just completed right now, and you will see that it belongs to a different user account. If we go back to the front end and look at forms, in this case, we should see our test as an available option under the forms category. We can click on it, it will immediately ask us to download it. Now let's look at the back end more closely. You can add text yourself and create downloads out of it, or you can upload new files. Let's start with uploading new files. Click the New button, give it a name, select what it's going to be published, choose a section and category, and click the File button. The File button will actually bring up all of your existing files as well as an upload option. When you click Browse on the upload option, you can go ahead and reselect another file. If we start the upload, it's similar to the prior behavior. It will send it up and make it available for our selection. Choose your file that you've already downloaded. Fill out additional information. Don't worry about any of the additional options. Give it a description and hit save. If you wish to hide these files from users, for example in this case where we don't really want people seeing our tests, we don't have to delete them. We can instead unpublish them. I mentioned earlier that there's a way to include download links. Unfortunately, that feature currently is only available from the administrative side. It's soon to be out in a format that will be available from the front end. So for now, if you were to hit the edit button on the front end, you will not see the functionality that I'm referring to. And the functionality essentially takes and creates this entry for the user. So let's go to the back end. We're going to go to our article manager and choose the business article that already has an entry in it. As you see, we have an entry marked off by these brackets that says that a plugin has created it. Anytime you see these brackets, it basically suggests that a component, a plugin, or a module has inserted some special code into your article body. But in addition to that, we have a Phoca download link button on the bottom of the editor. If you click it, it brings up a window that allows you to link sections or link to categories or specific files. That's what we've done here. We've used the link to file option to choose and find an article and then link it in. I'm not going to do that right now, but the result is pretty simple. It puts forth this entry, which is then translated by the system into an actual download link. If you do not see this button here, and you see a much greater editor near the top, meaning you have a lot more options, it simply means that the user account you're logged in with has the JCE editor enabled, which is a standard default option for us. If the JCE editor is loaded, this button will not be shown. We'll have to create a second account for you to use with the Phoca upload or download link button that we have available. This is only available in special circumstances, and you should talk to us. The result of this system is that you will have a library of files as well as an ability to incorporate those files directly into articles. It's relatively simple to learn and under constant development. Phoca is created by a company that makes a lot of interesting plugins and extensions for Joomla, including the Phoca Gallery, which is used in pictures. We recommend you check those out.